Hey y'all, it's Ellie. Today I have a different type of video from what you normally see on my channel, and I'm really excited to share it with you. I don't know about you, but the holiday season is stressful for me. I am someone with really bad anxiety. I actually have medication for it because it can get so bad, and this season is definitely not helpful for me. With all of the things on my to-do list and all of the people to get gifts for, it definitely feels a bit overwhelming, especially with inflation and how expensive everything is getting. Which is why I wanted to do a lot more crafting this year and find things that are inexpensive but still meaningful and beautiful to give to my friends and family. Every single one of these can be customized to the person that you're giving it to, and they're really, really easy to recreate. Anybody can do it, including your dog. Well, the last one your dog can do. You'll have to stay tuned for what I mean for that one. Before we get started in the crafts, I want to introduce you to my secret weapon for getting everything done this season, and that is magicmind. If you've never heard of magicmind, get ready for your life to change. This little 2-ounce magical potion bottle is full of everything that you need to get what you need done this holiday season and beyond. It's been very difficult for me to find some kind of caffeine to help me stay motivated without crashing or feeling jittery throughout the day, and coffee just does not do it for me. That's why I was so excited when magicmind reached out to me to try their products, and I have absolutely fallen in love. I feel really good about putting them in my body because they're made with natural ingredients and nootropics like ashwagandha and lion's mane that help to increase your mental clarity without giving you any more anxiety than you already have. From the second that you open the box, the packaging is amazing and it becomes a truly magical experience. Everything is super easy to set up. You just pop it in your fridge and forget about it until the morning when you get to discover your beautiful potion all over again. You can consume it in a number of ways, but my favorite way is to just mix it with some hot water, sometimes a little bit of honey, depending on how sweet I want it to be in the morning, and just enjoy some relaxing and soothing tea made with all of the natural ingredients that I need to get my day going and stay motivated. I've been using magicmind for a few days now, and I've already noticed quite a difference. I feel more upbeat and ready to go, and definitely feel like I'm getting a lot more done without feeling too stressed about actually making it happen. If you want to experience the magical power of magicmind, I will leave my link and code down below for you to get 20% off your first purchase. I know you're absolutely going to love it. There's no doubt in my mind, and there isn't a doubt in theirs either. They do have 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked. Thank you so much to magicmind for sending me these products and for coming into my life and making such a huge impact. I know they will do the same for all of you. Let's go ahead and get into the gifting.
So for the first craft, you're going to need some Crayola Model Magic. You can get this in any color that you want. I just picked the white one. And then some clay tools. I actually got these from Dollar Tree. They're in the fondant section because they're actually cake decorating tools. So you can go ahead and kind of roll the clay out. I kept just a little ramekin full of water near me to kind of smooth some things out. And yes, I did use a glow stick as a rolling pin. Please don't judge me. Didn't have anything else with me. So you're going to go ahead and kind of flatten this out to be the shape that you want. And then you're going to go ahead and kind of pop a hole into the top. I do wish I had made these a little bit bigger, so I would definitely say go ahead and do that. For this one, I went ahead and did a snowflake design just using the flat edge of one of these tools. Obviously, snowflakes can be whatever you want, but this is kind of the design that I went for. And then I went in and kind of added some dots throughout just to kind of add some more detail to it, and then smoothed that out with the water, like I said. And then on the back, I went ahead and just kind of carved in a little heart just to make it a little bit more personal. Let that dry for a few days, and then I took some embroidery thread, and this is actually one that I made that is the Virgo astrology sign for one of my friends. Go ahead and kind of thread that through, and then you can add on beads or charms, anything that you like to kind of make this a little bit more personal for whoever you're giving it to. And this is how that one turned out. I think it turned out so good. You can make it as an ornament, or if you want to, I actually turned the snowflake ones into a couple rear view mirror covers or charms. I think this one has to be my favorite with the little snowman and the present box. I am absolutely obsessed with how these turned out. For the next craft, you're going to need a Dollar Tree tote bag, or you can get one from Michael's, some fabric paint, brushes, and a template. I just made this one on Canva, but you can use whatever you want or hand draw it. I also went ahead and put just a thin canvas on the inside to make sure things didn't bleed through. You can use cardboard or whatever you have on hand. Went ahead and ripped the tag off, and then I grabbed some tracing paper. I will leave my favorite linked below. This just makes everything so much cleaner and easier. And I taped that to the top and then went in and traced everything out. You're definitely going to want to push a lot harder than you think you're going to need to, just to make sure that everything is nice and legible. And because I taped it, you can kind of check periodically to make sure that everything is coming through the way that you need it to. And then once you're ready, you can go ahead and get your paint. I used black for the font. You definitely don't need as much paint as you think because everything's pretty thin. So I would say don't pour as much into your paint pot as I did. Definitely did not end up using that. One of my biggest tips is to use a font that's super forgiving and to make sure that any other details that you're putting on this bag are easy to paint, just so that it keeps everything looking super cleanly. Once you're done, you'll go ahead and let this dry for a few hours. And here is how that one turned out. You can make this the gift itself, or you can use it to hold the gift. I put a bottle of champagne and a candle in there. For this craft, you're going to need a wood round, some Mod Podge, a paintbrush, and a picture. I went ahead and covered the entire round in Mod Podge, doing a pretty thick coat, and then I took my picture. I ended up cutting it out just to be the silhouette, and went ahead and covered that in Mod Podge as well, making sure it's a nice even coat and that everything is pushed down nice and evenly there. Then I went ahead in with my X-Acto knife and just made sure that the edges were nice and clean. I definitely went a little bit further than I would have liked, so definitely take your time here just to make sure that everything is rounded out and nice and clean. And then I went back in with a little bit more Mod Podge just to cover that back up and clean up those edges so that nothing frays. Once that's dry, I went ahead and traced the outline to make sure that I am getting the arc that I want for the text. And then I went ahead and used a stencil to kind of map out what I wanted to say. Their last name is Wooten. They just got married. So I went ahead and used the same tracing paper from the last project, just taped everything to make sure that it's the same arc that I want. And then I went ahead and cut it to size on the tracing paper so that it was easier to use. Then I taped that to the wood round, making sure that as I'm doing this, it's laying exactly how I want it to be, and I can check throughout, and then went ahead and traced everything. Once everything was traced out, I went in with a Sharpie paint pen and made sure that everything was outlined and filled in the way that I want. The benefit of doing the Mod Podge first is that the paint won't bleed, whereas if you just did it directly onto the wood, some of the paint would likely follow the line of the grain, so I definitely recommend doing that first, and then you'll want to leave this dry as well. And here is how that one turned out. I think this is so cute. You could make it as an ornament or get the bigger size like I did and make it as more of a home sign. This last craft is super fun, so you'll need canvas, some paint, some peanut butter, a Ziploc bag, and your dog. You'll see what I mean in a second. So I went ahead and opened up these canvases. I got these from Michael's, but Dollar Tree definitely does sell them, so you can get them there. And then you're going to want to go ahead and grab the paint that you want to use and just kind of dribble all of that out. Would also recommend opening your bag beforehand. So I did some pretty big globs, a couple different designs, keeping it very abstract. And then you're going to want to very carefully put this into your Ziploc bag. Definitely take your time with it so that you're not smearing it too much. And then you're going to want to go ahead and close that up. Then you'll go ahead with your peanut butter and just lightly put this on top. Doesn't have to be perfect or evenly coated, anything like that. And then you'll give it to your dog. This is my dog named Monkey. She had so much fun with this. So you'll let them go ahead and lick away until it looks something like this. And then once you take it out, this is what it will look like, my abstract dog painted painting.
So, what did you think? I definitely think the ornaments and the card diffusers are my favorite. Just after looking at them more, I am absolutely obsessed. So, definitely let me know which one is your favorite. I had a lot of fun making these, and I think you will too. All of the products that I used will be linked down below for you, so they're nice and easy to find. If you're looking for some more easy gifts, definitely subscribe and stick around. I have a lot more gift guides coming. I did already post one, and there is an older one on my channel. I'll also link my Pinterest where I have a lot more gift ideas for you, so definitely check that out. I've been trying to find a lot of very, very unique ideas for you so that you can find things that you've never seen before. So definitely check that out and stick around and subscribe for when the next video comes out. Thank you so much for sticking around with me and watching this video. Definitely don't forget to check out Magicmind too. It is definitely the perfect secret weapon for this crazy season. So definitely use the link down below and the code to save that 20% off and give it a try. And if you've used them before, I would love to know what your experience was and if it's been as positive as mine has. So definitely let me know that in the comments below. Thank you again for taking the time to come hang out with me, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next one. In the meantime, I hope you have a killer day. Bye!